G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at the update of my Star Wars collection of the cabinet I've got displayed here. Really happy with the setup. May do some changes later, but we're going to go quickly through and have a look at my display. It's not all of my collection obviously, but let's have a closer look. Have a look at the top shelf. Obviously I've got my Star Wars Rebels series here. The Black Series, most of these are the new release of the figures, updated face sculpts and stuff like that, which are pretty cool. So definitely like it. Will I get the crew from Ahsoka? I'm not too sure, probably not, but these guys look pretty cool. Got the Sideshow Captain Rex, and this side we've got Bad Batch as well. Still got to dig out Crosshairs and put him up there, and the young child, which I've forgotten the name. I've forgotten it. And then we got Commander Bly, Sideshow. I'll go through some of the novels. Most of these I've pretty much read. Some I've started and haven't completed. I do have some other novels, but they're out in the cupboard, out in the shed. So you got Alphabet Squadron. I think there's a series of these ones. I think there's a Imperial version. I haven't really dived into this book. I really should. I love me space battles and stuff like this. I'm not too sure if this has got something to do with the X-Wing game that came out a few years ago for PlayStation and that. But yeah, I love the cover art for that. We've got Thrawn. I think there's a series of these ones. They're the new version from Timothy Zahn. He's written about Thrawn himself. We got Battlefront 2, Inferno Squadron. I don't think I've read this one. I can't remember, but I think it takes place after or between Return of the Jedi and leading up to the Battlefront 2 game, the campaign mode. Inferno Squad. So I love the cover art for that one. Looks really cool. We've got Catalyst. This is a prequel novel for Rogue One. Really good reading this leading up to the movie. Just gave me a bit of a backstory and for Rogue One as well. So leading up to the construction of the Death Star, obviously. Bloody trying to remember the names of some of the characters. The main characters from Rogue One, Jyn Erso's is it Jyn Erso's father, and also the Imperial officer. I've forgotten his name. Krennic. Was it Krennic? Yeah, I think it was Krennic in there. So really good read. Rogue One novel. I haven't read this. I do know that when you read the novels of the movies, you get a lot more detail that you don't get in the movies as well. So I really should dig into this. I do believe in the final battle of Scarif, there is another squadron called Green Squadron as well of X-Wing. So I do think they're mentioned in here as well. Bloodline takes place after Return of the Jedi, leading up to the Force Awakens, about Princess Leia and the creation of the New Republic, and I think the threat of the First Order as well. We got Battlefront Twilight Squadron. This is another good read. This basically takes off after Empire Strikes Back and leads, I think, all the way up to Jakku. Oh, no, actually leads up to prior to the Return of the Jedi, the Battle of Endor. Another good thing about this, it gives you another look at the Battle of Hoth as well. Awesome cover art for it, love it. I'm pretty sure this was meant to be a campaign mode for the first Battlefront when it came out, but I reckon they rushed that and they released it before this was even done, a bit like the Battlefront 2 Inferno Squad. Lords of the Sith, another cool novel. Love the cover art for this. Palpatine and the Emperor Darth Vader get It was an assassination attempt against the Emperor and Vader. Syndulla, what's the planet called? I can't remember. They crash on that planet and they got to try and survive together, as you do. We've got Tarkin, so it's a bit of a backstory about Tarkin growing up, and also how he became, or who he was, leading up to, well, not leading up to the Battle of Yavin, but it's the story of him leading up to, him meeting Vader and being in control of the Death Star and stuff like that. Lost Stars. This one is not a bad book, actually, written by Claudia Gray, I think. This one takes place over from A New Hope all the way up to the Battle of Jakku. It looks like both sides of the war, the Empire and Rebel side of it. A lot of different views on certain scenes that take place through the original trilogy movies. Like when, for instance, in Empire, when they're chasing the Falcon through the asteroid field. Also, after the Battle of Yavin. Also, Hoth. Also, Return of the Jedi with Endor, and also it leads up to the main Battle of Jakku as well. So that is actually Jakku, and that ship there is one of the Star Destroyers you actually see in The Force Awakens. That's crashed on the planet. Ahsoka, that's another good read. I think the issue with this book novel now, that cause since this has been released, there's so much other content that's been added to the Star Wars universe now, and things might not make too much sense in there anymore. New Beginning, so the creation of Rebels, Kanan and Sabine. No, Era. That's a good read. We've got Princess Diaries, Force Awakens. It's just a novel version of the movie. We've got Heir to the Jedi, which was released before Disney took over the rights for Star Wars. So this was actually added into the new canon. It's not one of my favourite books, but it's just about Luke Skywalker after the Battle of Yavin. Looks at him trying to use the Force and stuff, a bit like Sabine in Ahsoka, basically. It actually is, because there's an instance in there where he's trying to use the Force to move a cup or an apple on a table. Pretty much the same as Sabine, actually, come to think of it. And just him battling that and on some certain missions. An old novel. And then we got the Aftermath, which are not too bad. I've read them, but yeah, they're okay. Alright, so that's the first level. So the next level down, we've kind of got the Empire Strikes Back here. We've got the sideshows there, and then we've got all the troopers and no particular order. Hopefully get some more figures to add to the Empire side of it. Then we got Return of the Jedi. So got some more sideshows there. That's a Hot Toy Stormtrooper. So yeah, I like this one. Set up quite nicely. I just have, like I said, hopefully we'll release some more of the original trilogy figures. And now we've got the A New Hope. Some sideshow troopers. That's a Hot Toy Space Trooper from A New Hope. And we got A New Hope figures. And down below we've just got a bit of sequel trilogy with a few troops and stuff. I've only displayed this because I like the Snow Troopers. I'm just going to add some more to that. And there you go. So this is the display cabinet. I'll probably say this heaps of times. When it comes to collecting these days, I'm not collecting everything. I'm gonna trying to stick to things that I like especially the Bad Batch, the Rebels, and just the original trilogy of figures. Like that. And I do have the Rogue One crew that I do want to display. I'm not sure if I'm going to put them there or what I'm going to do. But yeah. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for tuning in. Please drop a comment. Hit that like button, share this video, and if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Like always, may the force be with you always.